Iblis sends a strict warning to Jung-hoon from the past. At the same time, at Jung-hoon's house, he questions the men to find out how Shadi escaped. He kills the man who helped Shadi, and Junoo feels sick while watching. He rushes to the bathroom and vomits. Shadi says he wants Iblis to know that he is still alive and to come stop Jung-hoon. What Shadi does not realize is that Jung-hoon is waiting for him, using him as bait to draw out Iblis. Shadi unexpectedly calls Jung-hoon Khalid, raising questions about what is really happening in this household. Jung-hoon's true goal is to get the lamp and become Iblis's new master. He wants to rule over all spirits. Inside the lamp, Ka-young scolds Iblis for leaving her behind. She demands to know what he learned from El-Jail. She has already realized that Jung-hoon used her to test whether she could untie the strings. She tells Iblis about another vision she saw when she touched the hourglass. In the vision, she saw a boy named Khalid weaving a rug. After coming out of the lamp, Ka-young works with Pangjum and Sade to understand how the strings work. They discover that she is the only human who can untie the strings. The strings have no effect on humans and do not weigh anything. When she looks more closely, she realizes the string is black because of blood. She believes it may be her own blood from a past life. This explains why only she can untie the strings. To punish Iblis for leaving her in the desert in that past life, she leaves him tied up with the strings in her house. At Jung-hoon's house, Junoo asks to end his contract with Jung-hoon. The woman pretending to be Jung-hoon's mother warns him not to do anything foolish. They all call Jung-hoon father because he trained them to survive like dogs, which is why they are loyal to him. She also warns Junoo not to ask too many questions. Miji is the only one who does not ask questions when she meets Miju at a cafe. She agrees to keep Ka-young's secret and defends her from the rumors spreading around. Miju is moved by Minji's loyalty and friendship. Meanwhile, Sang-tae enjoys watching videos about his crimes on Young-hyun's YouTube channel. That evening, Ka-young visits him and gives him the evidence she found in his car. She pretends to be interested in becoming his partner in killing, which excites Sang-tae. He promises to clean up his mistakes before they work together. Later, Ka-young tells Iblis that she wants to recover the other woman's body. To do this, she needs Sang-tae to make his final wish to erase all evidence against him. She asks Iblis to keep the notebook and give it to her when Sang-tae goes back to the past to retrace his actions and fix his mistakes. Ka-young then mentions the lamp and the 20-year gap. Iblis is shocked, as he cannot explain this mystery. Sade interrupts and tells Iblis that he has tracked Jung-hoon's scent. They watch the mansion and spot Shadi there. Iblis returns home and asks Ka-young to go with him to Dubai. Ka-young agrees, but only if Pan-gom and Minji come along. Sade joins them as well. At the airport, Minji runs into her ex, and they quietly look at each other with lingering feelings. While Iblis and Ka-young follow a lead, the others enjoy the sudden trip. Iblis meets his ex, Gennie. She appears, and it is revealed to be Song Hye-kyo. Gennie recognizes Ka-young and calls her a bitch. Ka-young, confused and jealous, ignores the insult. Gennie invites Iblis into her lamp and answers one of his questions. She realizes that Iblis has no memory of the 20-year gap. She refuses to answer anything related to that time. Instead, she answers his questions about Shadi. The scene then shifts to Jung-hoon locking Shadi in the basement and tying his mouth. Iblis realizes that parts of his memory have been sealed. Meanwhile, Ejlail visits Zahara and warns him not to tell Iblis anything about the memory gap. Zahara is responsible for growing the soul seeds. Sadly, all his flowers are dead except for the immortal flower. Ejlail returns home, where Iram tells him that Iblis went to Dubai to meet Gennie. To punish Iram for helping Iblis find Gennie, Ejlail takes away her voice. Back in Dubai, a jealous Ka-young asks Sade about Iblis and Jinnia's relationship. Sade explains that Gennie got bored with Iblis and left him. Meanwhile, Minji and Miju go shopping. Miju offers to buy Minji a pair of shoes, and once again, she is touched by Minji's kind words about Ka-young. While walking through the city, Ka-young comes across a tourist site that shows Iblis's deep rage and his sword. The sword has been stuck in a rock for centuries. No one has been able to pull it out, and the city has grown around it. As Iblis walks past, he remembers something from his past. He pulls the sword out easily. Ka-young immediately tells him to put it back. On the way back to the hotel, Iblis asks why Minji's ex was staring at Kayung. A flashback shows that Minji has no love life because no one can accept how devoted she is to Kayung. On the last day of the trip, Kayung takes Panjum to see her daughter from a distance. Kayung becomes angry when she sees Panjum crying while watching her daughter. Back in Korea, Boogyung loses control while searching for Kayung. Imsun decides to divorce her husband and cuts ties with her daughter. She prepares herself and summons Iblis to make her final wish. She asks Iblis to forget her previous two wishes. Iblis grants it, but her happiness does not last long. After the final wish, everyone forgets about the lamp and the genie. Once their memories are gone, they can no longer make wishes. This is a rule that Iblis only explains after it is too late for Imsan. Even though it seems like she is losing the bet, Kayung wants to save Iblis from Ejlail. This becomes more important when she learns that after her final wish, she will forget that Iblis ever existed. The next day, Sade is furious when he finds out that Ejlail took Iram's voice. He attacks Ejlail, and Iblis arrives to protect his servant. Iblis and Ejlail fight again until they are both exhausted. After the fight, Iblis asks Ejlail about the feather he took before being detained, trying to understand what happened in the past. Ejlail says he cannot answer because he does not know. He is programmed to speak only the truth. Ejlail then reveals that Shadi is not a slave. He also reveals that Jung-hoon is Shadi's son. The scene shifts to Junu meeting Kayung while she is hiking. He asks her about her wishes and begs her to tell him the truth. Junu admits that Jung-hoon sent him, and Kayung refuses to answer his questions. Junu explains that he entered the contract without knowing what it really meant. He only wanted to earn money to pay off his debt. Then he pushes Kayung off the cliff. As she falls, Kayung thinks about the people in her life and the danger they will face if she dies. She slowly prepares herself for the fall. Before she hits the ground, Iblis appears and saves her. He is angry that she did not call for him or use her final wish. Kayung tells him she did not want to lose him. She would rather die than forget him. Iblis pulls her into a warm embrace. Meanwhile, Ejlail suddenly appears at Jung-hoon's mansion. He grabs the young boy and forcefully drives the evil spirit out of him. Ejlail captures the dark spirit and warns it to stay away from Iblis. He says he wants to kill Iblis himself. Khalid admits that he wants the lamp and is left disappointed. Elsewhere, Iblis asks Sade to protect Kayung while he goes to meet Zahara. As expected, Zahara does not tell him anything about the 20-year gap. He only speaks about his regret for helping Shadi save his son by placing Khalid's soul into Hunbish's body. This act destroyed his garden, leaving only Jung-hoon's soul flower alive. Meanwhile, Kim Gae finally reunites with his old family, but they do not recognize him because he is now human. Only Han-no, the young child, believes him. In another part of the city, Miju volunteers at a food bank and unexpectedly runs into Ejlail. Ejlail confronts Pangam for making herself young again. He reminds her that her lifespan has not changed. He tells her that when the flowers in her yard bloom, she will die. He adds that she will go to heaven. The news deeply upsets Pangam. At the bank, Kayung receives an apology and compensation from the manager. She demands to withdraw all her money in cash. Later, she goes back to the repair shop and checks the CCTV footage. She sees that Jung-hoon's men have been watching her. At that moment, Jung-hoon appears. Kayung asks what he wants, and he tells her to use her wish to make him immortal. Kayung senses that he is lying. Sade transforms into a jaguar and steps in to protect her. Chang-sik and his men arrive and see Jung-hoon leave. Kayung introduces the jaguar to them and asks Chang-sik to protect Miju and Minji. Meanwhile, Iblis sneaks into Jung-hoon's mansion and talks to Shadi. Shadi regrets what he has done and wants to stop Khalid from harming the world. Iblis tells him that he has already decided his fate and wants Kayung to be left safe. He warns that he will kill Khalid if he ever hurts her. Shadi offers to help Iblis by slowing Khalid down for as long as possible. Later, some men attack Kayung, hoping to steal the money she withdrew from the bank. Iblis steps in and saves her again. He throws the men into the underworld, and Kayung follows him. Her heart aches as she realizes this could be Iblis's fate if she wins. After they return, Kayung tells him about her visit, and Iblis updates her on Hunbish's fate. While they talk, Kim Gay arrives to make his final wish, to return to his dog form. He wants to say goodbye to his family because he is sick and dying. Iblis is troubled, knowing that Gay's family had abandoned him. Gay leaves his money to his driver and turns back into a dog. As night falls, Kayung and Iblis go for a walk. Iblis reveals that the Supreme Being granted him 3 wishes. He has already used 2, but cannot remember if his 3rd wish was ever fulfilled. From his talk with Zahara, he learns that Kayung's soul from the past lasted 28 years. He thinks his last wish gave young Kayung a chance to survive, but it ended poorly. Kayung admits that, for the first time in her life, she felt truly scared when she thought she was dying. She asks Iblis to take her to his favorite place. He brings her to see cherry blossom leaves falling. Iblis confesses that he has been holding back for a long time. He no longer seeks revenge, and Kayung is surprised that he does not want to harm her. She admits that she feels the same way about him. At Edgelail's building, Iram wonders what her boss is planning. She promises not to make any more mistakes, and he restores her voice. At the dental clinic, Minji accidentally discovers Miju's true identity while checking the dental records. Meanwhile, Panjum begins preparing for her death. She sends Kayung to the supermarket to pick up a few things. There, Kayung meets Bokja, who worries she might have dementia because she is forgetting Imseon, her ex-daughter-in-law. In the evening, Kayung has a few drinks with Iblis and asks about the inscriptions on the lamp's walls. He is shocked, having never seen them before. Kayung uses a felt pen to trace the writings, and they realize that Iblis wrote extensively about a woman from Gorgio. The next day, Kayung summons Sadeid, Edgelail, and Iram. Sade is no help because he does not remember well. Iram cuts her tongue to avoid speaking. Edgelail blocks his ears and flies away, damaging Kayung's roof. Meanwhile, Kayung wonders if the woman in the inscriptions is Gennie. At the same time, Sangte summons Iblis to grant his final wish. Kayung gives Iblis her notebook so he can take it to her in the past. Sangte asks to go back to the day he killed his last victim in April. This time, he wants to kill the woman in a way that leaves no evidence. Iblis visits Kayung in the past and gives her the notebook. It takes her a while to believe him, but the notebook convinces her. Together, they work to save the woman before she dies. Kayung ensures that Sangte is caught in the act and arrested. The woman thanks Iblis and Kayung for saving her. Kayung is moved that even a psychopath like Sangte's victim was saved. Iblis realizes he is falling deeper for Kayung. He returns to the present and kisses her, admitting that he believes he was in love with her in the past. According to the writings on his walls, the most repeated phrase is Habibti, meaning my true love. He promises to remember his past so he can understand what really happened between them.